Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Oh my god! Yes. I think if any girl who says that they haven't, they're completely lying. Yeah. Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Would you ever date a man less successful than you?
Have you ever ghosted anyone?
Does jealousy turn you on? Am I good at dating? I'm good at teaching others how to date.
I'm not really like a dater. I recently broke up with like my long-term boyfriend probably about like 6 months ago. And then yeah, haven't really done the dating thing.
I've been single for roughly 8 years. The nature of my work means that I've got to be going out a lot and meeting women.
Do you have any big no-nos? Is there anything that would be a total deal breaker?
I definitely think someone who's a bit of a game player. Hello.
Hi Faye, how are you?
It's lovely to meet you. Oh.
Nice to meet you, Faye.
Hello, it's really nice to meet you as well. So my first question is, have you ever ghosted anyone?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason I asked that is because it's a bit of a litmus test for if someone's a good communicator or not. Would you agree?
100%.
So why would you? So you admitting that you're not a good communicator?
I haven't done that for at least 3 years. The thought in my mind was like, what message could I possibly send? Isn't this the kindest way to end it, right? Because otherwise you're saying, hey, it was so nice being around you, but you know, it's me, not you. And like for me, receiving that message is just like, oh God, really?
Yeah.
And so that was my experience. But I think in the last 2 or 3 years, I've just learned that the best way to end something is just to be completely honest about the situation.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like a plaster. Do you know what I mean? It's not a nice message to receive, but then at least it's like overdone with. There's not this like prolonged period of wandering. Yeah.
Would you ghost a guy?
I've never done it, but then again, like I'm not really a big like dater.
Faye.
Oh no.
Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Oh my god. Yes. I think if any girl who says that they haven't, they're completely lying. Yeah. Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Was that to get it over more quickly because you weren't enjoying it, or was it to protect his ego because he wasn't performing?
Both.
As
We're
in
not
both
talking
at the
about a
same
single
time?
occasion, man. This is
multiple occasions.
Yeah, no, both. I'd
So
say.
what is that? Because like, why would you not in that situation just like tell him what you like, or if you're just not into it, just say like, I'm not into it?
Do you know what? Like, I think I wouldn't do it anymore. That is very much a...
So you're a past orgasm faker and not a present?
Yeah, an ex-orgasm faker.
Okay.
Love that. I think I probably just wasn't as confident in myself.
Sure.
Whereas like now I'm a lot more confident in myself, and yeah, I've been quite brutal sometimes. So yeah, no, I wouldn't
Brutal.
do that.
So you mean brutal, you mean just like telling a guy like...
Honest,
Just
Yeah.
2 millimeters to the left. Next question.
Oh my god, I get to ask you
If I
that.
faked an orgasm?
Yeah.
You know, I think I actually have.
Wait, how would you think? Were you just
Because
so
I
binged?
don't actually remember
Okay.
the exact experience, but I have a memory of doing so.
Okay.
As I faked it because it wasn't going to happen.
Is it any different for a man? Because I imagine that would be quite hard to fake.
Yeah, it's quite uncomfortable because it should be quite obvious. Shouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's a sort of a different game.
Yeah.
Does jealousy turn you on?
Oh god. Okay.
If you want some more context, I can offer some more context.
Give me more context.
Let's say you're dating a guy,
Okay.
right? And maybe another girl comes and flirts with him, and he doesn't like turn her away, but he's not like fully in it, but he's talking to her. Would that make you feel more attracted to him, to see him like flirting with another girl?
Absolutely not. If a girl came up to them, I'd be like, oh, that's nice. Like, clearly they're attractive enough to get attention, whatever. But then I would be a lot more attracted to them if then they set the boundary and just like made it clear that wasn't something that they were interested in. Yeah.
Would you ever like talk to the guy and say like, you can go and flirt with her? Would that turn you on? Like just the idea if you're kind of in control but you see him flirting with another girl?
I feel like there's other ways to
turn you on.
Yeah. Like I think that's just wouldn't be something that's attractive to me.
Yeah, sure.
Like I think people maybe have that intention to make it a bit more like fiery, whatever, but it potentially could end up hurting someone even if you don't anticipate it hurting someone. Would that be something that you would like?
Like I like kind of playing games with respect, right?
Okay.
So like, for example, if I was dating someone and they were like, okay, let's go flirt with other people. If that was within the like framework.
I think they're two extremes.
Yeah,
I think that one end of the spectrum is being like, you can't go out and see your friends, you can't do this, you're just spending all your time with me, like putting your foot down kind of thing. And then the other end of the spectrum is like going out and flirting with other people. Like I think there's a happy medium. Okay, this is a really good one, and the reason I'm asking it is because myself and my friends boyfriends basically all had this conversation together. Would you take a male contraceptive pill?
No.
Ooh, would you want to elaborate?
I don't like putting things in my body that I don't trust 100%.
Okay.
If it was like a new pill, I'd need all the evidence in the world to make me take a pill and know that there were no like side effects like down the line, you know?
Do you understand that obviously like girls can sometimes like go through like a lot when it comes to birth control? So like, would you expect someone that you're with to be on birth control? Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, I'd much prefer that they weren't.
Okay.
I've been with a girl before like who had like double D's and she took birth control and like her boobs got bigger and then just went soft and never went back. Okay. And like that's not a problem for me obviously, but for her that's a little bit traumatizing. So I know that the birth control can sort of manipulate women's bodies in a certain way, and for that reason I wouldn't expect any woman to go on it. Yeah. And I think it kind of changes your hormones a bit as well. Yeah. So
the thing is like I wouldn't want to talk down on like birth control. Like birth control is like, you know, one of the great inventions of the 20th century, but like I think it's important to maybe recognise that like the burden kind of falls predominantly on women.
I don't think that's fair either. Yeah. And I think women should know exactly what they're getting into. Would you ever date a man less successful than you?
Oh my god, yeah. But then I think there's nothing wrong with that. The reverse of that is, would you be intimidated if a woman was more successful than you?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, no.
I don't think intimidated. I don't think as a man I would feel like comfortable being with a woman who's like more powerful than me. Okay. I don't think I'd feel comfortable.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty, but I really disagree. Okay, just because the thing is like I've definitely been in relationships where someone's kind of had the same opinion as you, and it's almost like dragged me down and made me feel like I can't succeed.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Just because they're more successful than you, it doesn't take away the ability to care for someone and the ability to like show someone that you care and do nice things for them.
You're probably right. I've never been in this situation, so I don't know.
Do you know what? Like, he's actually a very attractive boy and so lovely, so polite, but I think there's definitely not red flags. I'd say probably some like yellow flags just popping up.
Well, she's beautiful, she's charming. I feel like she does want a long-term relationship, and I think she won't have any trouble finding it.
Would you like to go on another date?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really kind.
You're beautiful, Faye.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You don't have to say yes now, by the way.
No, I think if I'm going to be completely honest, I think we would really struggle. The good relationships in my life have been where I've felt that they're just going to like raise me up and make me do better. And I think if it was to go any further with you, I think that would be a roadblock. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Did you think that there was like some nuance there in that it's not that I would want you to be less successful than me?
But I think it's like a slippery slope, and I don't think it's something that I'd want to slide down.
So you don't want to go on another date with me, Faye?
Oh, you look really... I would say no. I'm really sorry.
Did you feel like that date went well there for you?
Well, it wasn't the most romantic. We didn't have the ambient lighting and the red wine that would have made it feel, I suppose romantic. But it's cool. I could tell that she's she's got a great personality and she's a beautiful girl. So I would have liked to see her again. I don't think that if I saw her again 5 years down the line, the two of us are going to be married with dogs and things, children even. But I think she's cool. She's a cool girl, and so for me, that's all it takes to want to see someone again, right?
He was so lovely, but yeah, I just think it probably wouldn't work.
What if I told you that he was a dating coach in his day job?
Stop it. No way. Oh my God. Oh, that's really interesting. Good for him that, he was honest, and I got to know what it would be like to be with him. But oh my God, he's a dating coach. That's so interesting.
What's your body count?
So for me, it's very much, it goes back to that old adage, quality, not quantity.
Okay. You don't want to say what number?